When I started creating UGC content, I made 5 mistakes that cost me thousands of dollars, and I'm literally not exaggerating, okay? So these are the kind of mistakes that keep good creators stuck at zero, while others quietly land $1,000 to $5,000 per month for doing the exact same kind of work. Now, the thing is, these mistakes are fixable. In fact, they're dead simple, but most beginners don't fix them because they don't even realize they're making them in the first place. By the time they do, it's usually after they've wasted weeks of effort, burned on content that doesn't even convert, or lost out on another $3,000 brand deal that could have been theirs. Now, since I fixed these mistakes, I've had the chance to work with brands like Warner Records, GoPro, T-Mobile, Kellogg's, and hundreds of other brands. It's how I went from just testing the waters to building a business that brings in consistent $10,000 months and is helping grow a following of over 4 million followers across platforms. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you the 5 biggest mistakes beginner creators make that kill their chances of landing paid deals, and exactly how to avoid them before they cost you another opportunity. And for anybody else still wondering what UGC actually means, UGC stands for user generated content. So that's any kind of honest, authentic content made by regular people that brands use inside of their ads, on their websites, and across social media. So let's start with the one that cost me the most money in the beginning, okay? I'm talking about mistake number 1. Believing that you need followers to make money. I hear this every single week. I don't have a following. Why should brands even pay me? This is one of the biggest myths in UGC, okay? And I believed it too. When I started, I had no idea brands even worked with small creators who had tiny or zero audiences. I thought UGC meant influencer marketing, right? But it doesn't. Here's the difference. Influencers are paid for their audience. UGC creators are paid for their content. Brands don't care about how many followers you have. They care whether your video makes people stop scrolling. So I'm gonna give you an example. Early on, I filmed a quick 30-second video for a productivity app, and I had less than 2,000 followers at the time. I showed how I use their app to plan my week, added a short voiceover, and sent it over. They paid me $450 for that one video. I didn't even post it on my profile, and they ran it as an ad on their page and got paid, thousands of views, right? From their own audience. Later, when I had more experience, I saw another creator doing exactly that, getting paid $500, $1,000, $2,000 for simple videos, and many of them had no followings at all. One of my students, Pa, is a perfect example of this. He landed his very first inbound UGC deal after optimizing his profile and posting a few simple videos. Now, a brand DM'd him, and what's better is that when he didn't respond right away, they increased their offer from $175 to $200. He even went on to land a collab with Skechers and a watch company. So if you're sitting on the sidelines thinking that you need to grow a big audience first, just stop. That's not what UGC is. What matters here is skill, not status. And this is where most creators blow their shot with brands. Even when the brand is interested, it happens in one place, their portfolio. Which leads me to mistake number 2, having a messy portfolio. So when I got my first few leads from brands, I made what I thought was a small mistake, but it cost me opportunities that I didn't even realize that I had, right? I sent them a link to my Google Drive. It had file names like finalvideo_v2 and this one .mp4. It was messy, it had no structure, and I cringe whenever I think about it. But now put yourself into the brand shoes. They click that link, they see a bunch of random unorganized files, and what do you think they're gonna do, right? They're probably gonna close the tab and forget that you even existed. Now my point is, it doesn't matter how good the video is, if your presentation looks chaotic, you look unprofessional. And that's why inside the course, we teach a simple structure that works every single time. It starts with your heroes section, a short, clear intro that tells the brand who you are, what kind of videos you make, and the vibe of your content. It's your 5-second hook. And that comes with social proof, a few recognizable names or results that help the brand trust you faster. And right after that, you have your video portfolio, where you show your best 4 to 6 pieces grouped by style, maybe an unboxing, a testimonial, a product demo, and each one should have a short caption that says what it is and why it works. And if you've got any positive feedback or results, include them in a simple testimonial section, right? Even 1 or 2 sentences from a past client makes a ginormous difference. And finally, you want to make it dead simple to reach you. A clear contact button or a line at the end. Deborah is going to be a really great example of what happens when you finally clean up your portfolio, okay? She started with no social proof and no fancy gear, but she finished her portfolio, optimized her profile, and sent out a few personalized pitches. One brand loved her, so they approached her. They accepted her proposal on the spot, and that first gifted collab became her confidence boost to start pitching consistently. And that's the exact framework that we walk you through step by step inside of the course. And we even give you ready to use templates so that you can set it up fast without worrying about design. And once you have that portfolio set up, the next make or break step is how you talk to brands, okay? If your portfolio still feels a bit messy, or you're not sure how to present your videos in a way that will actually make brands excited to work with you, we can help. Inside of the Freedom Creator Accelerator, we walk you through it step by step. You're gonna build a clean, pro-looking portfolio using the same templates that our students use to land $1,200, $3,000, even $5,000+ brand deals. So if that sounds like something that you need, you can grab a free call with me or someone from my team using the link down in the description. All right, now back into the video. Even with a clean, professional portfolio, this next mistake can still kill your chances of landing a deal. And it's one that almost every beginner makes, which brings us to mistake number 3. Not using a pitch structure. So I'm gonna be real honest with you. My first pitches were awful. I would message something like, hey, I love your product. Let's work together. And I thought I was being really friendly, but what I was really being was forgettable. Now, these brands get hundreds of DMs like that every single week. They scroll right past them. And the first time I changed my approach, everything shifted. So instead of vague messages, I sent something that was a lot more direct. Hey, I've been using your app to plan my week, and I have an idea for a short UGC video that shows how it saves time. Here's a link to my portfolio so that you can see what my videos look like. Would you be open to a quick collaboration, right? And that single message landed me a $600 deal. And why is that? Because it showed that I understood their product, I had a specific idea, and I made it easy for them to say yes. Now, one of our members, Chris, hit a 10 to 12% email reply rate after learning how to pitch this way. Another closed their first deal with a single DM. A good pitch is short, specific, and focused on what the brand gets out of it. So you're not begging for work, you're showing value and sounding like someone who knows what they're doing. Now, if you want the exact pitch structure and templates that I use, plus the follow-up scripts, you're gonna find them all inside of the course. But even if you get your pitch right, this next mistake ruins deals for most creators almost more than anything else. And I'm talking about mistake number 4, not knowing what to charge. When I got my very first brand email, I was so excited that I couldn't think about it. When they asked me about what my rate was for a short UGC video, and I just remember sitting there on my kitchen table, opening my laptop and typing $50, right? I had no strategy. So I just picked up a number out of thin air because I didn't want to scare them away. And then they said yes immediately. And for a split second, I felt amazing. But that feeling disappeared fast when I realized that other creators doing the exact same type of video were getting $300, sometimes $500 for the same thing. Now, the brand didn't say yes because I was special. They said yes because I underpriced myself. And once you start low, it's very hard to climb up the ladder. Now, what I learned is that you need a clear pricing structure. Even when you're just starting, for example, a single UGC video with basic usage rights might start at about $250. If they wanted extended usage or ad rights, that could be about $400 to $800. And if they want a full package or multiple videos, it can go up to $1,000, $2,000 or more. And that exact number isn't as important as the way that you position yourself. Because when you say my UGC package starts at $250 and includes a 30-second video, 1 round of revisions, and 30-day usage, it shows confidence and makes you look like a professional, not a beginner trying their luck. Now, the day I stopped winging my prices was the day I stopped getting walked over. So brands started respecting my rates, and ironically, I started getting more deals than before. Now, this last mistake is a really big one, and honestly, it's the reason why most UGC creators never make it past the starting line. And that's mistake number 5, not treating UGC like a real business. When I first started out, I treated UGC like a side hustle. I'd film the content, I would send it over and hope for the best, right? I didn't use contracts, I didn't ask for deposits, and yes, I got ghosted more times than I'd like to admit. Now, one brand in particular stands out. They agreed on a $700 deal for 2 videos. I spent a full weekend filming, editing, and sending everything off They love the content, and then silence. They didn't do the payment. They didn't even reply to the dozens of messages that I sent them. They just disappeared. And that's when it hit me. I didn't have a contract. I didn't ask for upfront payment. I didn't protect myself, and I had no way to enforce anything. And that was the moment that I realized I couldn't treat this like a hobby anymore. From that point on, I did everything differently. I created a sample one-page agreement. I started asking for 50% upfront. I clearly outlined what the brand was getting when they'd get it and what usage rights were included. And you know what? Brands didn't push back. In fact, many of them said, "We appreciate how professional this feels." Now, I started getting paid on time, and I stopped losing money to bad actors. And this is exactly what happened for creators like Larissa, who jumped from $600 a month to $4,000 a month and started landing consistent inbound collabs from agencies and brand deals daily. Now, if you want brands to treat you like a professional, you have to act like one. Even a basic structure like an invoice, a clear timeline, and a written agreement changes how people treat you. Now, these 5 mistakes might sound simple, but they can make the difference between struggling to land your first deal and turning UGC into a real business. Now, do not wing your pricing. Don't wait to grow followers when you don't need them. Clean up your portfolio, learn how to pitch correctly, and protect yourself like someone who takes their work seriously. I started where you are before with no connections and no followers, but once I fixed these mistakes, everything accelerated. And within months, I went from undercharging and guessing to consistent $5,000 months and long-term partnerships with global brands. You don't need luck, you just need to build the foundation right. All right, guys, so that's all I got for this video. And don't forget, if you're ready to turn UGC into a real business, book a free strategy call using the link below with my team. And if you want to find out which UGC niches are perfect for you to start with, go ahead and click on the video on your screen where I go into a deep dive on the hottest niches that you can make serious money in by the end of 2025, going into 2026. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.